Okay, I guess we're neutral with Alice. Change appearance, cut hair. Presumably Kara doesn't need to sleep, right? Or, I don't know, can she just put herself on standby or something? Otherwise, she'd just be like sitting there for like the whole night. Explore area. Am I really leaving her alone? I don't feel like I want to keep her unsupervised right now. Okay. Detroit today. Cyber wildlife. First android zoo opens. US life expectancy now 91. 0.4% of world's population holds 94% of global wealth. What's new? Hi, Layla. CyberLife is set to open the first android zoo in Los Angeles, which will exhibit all exotic species to have become extinct in the last 30 years. Loot turtles, polar bears, mountain gorillas, African elephants, and several species of tiger will be among the most high-profile attractions. CyberLife CSR spokeswoman Danielle Carnegie said the zoo caters to people of all ages and has a special mission to educate and inspire the younger generation about the importance of protecting our fragile environment. Though some environmentalists have claimed the zoo will diminish popular concern for the extinction of real animals, it's difficult not to be enthusiastic about technology being used to recreate vanished species. The animals themselves have yet to be unveiled, but CyberLife promises they will be more real than the real thing. No doubt an ideal weekend trip for the family. Canada's still Android free. Okay. Canada, where the air is clean and the welcome is always warm. Discover the landscape, discover the wild, discover Canada. Why am I reading, like, Canadian government, like, tourism propaganda right now? Despite the United States voting in its Android Act as early as 2028, the Canadian Parliament has yet again pushed back its decision on whether to permit androids in the country. As a result, androids are still not sold in Canada and have no official status in the country. With androids continuing to fuel unprecedented growth in the US economy, yet contributing to record levels of unemployment, the arguments for and against putting them on sale in Canada rages on, but for the time being, Canada remains an android-free zone. Oh, okay, I guess I can grab the scissors. Oh, I need to cut my hair with these rusty scissors, I guess. How does the android hair work exactly? I don't know if it's gonna do enough to change your appearance, but sure. Oh my god. David Cage has like a thing for pixie cuts. I swear. Okay, accessing AX400 options. Select new hair color. My options are white. Oh god, I wish I could change my hair color like a magic. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Black. Brown. And blonde, which is her... The blonde was her original hair color, right? Or was it something different? I don't know. Oh, Charlotte says, thinking in the eventual essay I write about hair in video games, maybe I should have something about when characters cut their hair off in games. Yeah, that would definitely be interesting. It's an interesting trope in general, particularly because it feels super gendered. Like, it's usually women doing that. Not just in games, but in media in general. With, like, the notable exception that I can remember. Okay, there's, like, Zuko cuts off his hair in Avatar The Last Airbender, and that's, like, very symbolic. And, Shane shaves his head in The Walking Dead Season 2, and that's meant to be really symbolic. Most of the time it's women. And... yeah. And it is, like, super symbolic. Like, we see it in media a lot because it's, like, very, like... there's a lot going on there. It's, like, I don't know, like, it marks, like, some kind of, like, shift or change. And I think with it happening at this moment in this game, it's very, like, oh, you know, she's, you know, she's broken her programming, and now she's changing her appearance, and it's, like, a visual representation and, like, a change in the physical to reflect, like, the change in the, like, spiritual or emotional or narrative. And yeah, I'm trying to think about other times. It's you've got, like, the hair cutting thing in The Walking Dead Season 1 is pretty, like, significant, but in a very different way. Well, in a way that's connected to what I'm saying about, like, a paradigm shift, for sure. But it's, like, yeah. Yeah. Okay, which hair color do I want? Right now. I think maybe I could go for the black. I kind of like the white, though. Mulan, obviously, yeah. Gone Girl, oh yeah, I forgot there was a thing in Gone Girl. It's often represented as becoming stronger or more hardened or more serious or more mature. Yeah, potentially. In this case, it's kind of... I don't know, like... I don't know. I'd have to think about that more, because on this it's like, you know, she's becoming human and she's becoming more empathetic, and it's, like, reflected in the change in her hair. In Mulan, she's making this, like, life-altering decision, and it's, like, reflected in her cutting off her hair. In Zuko, it's, like, it's a massive paradigm shift that he's becoming, like, he's starting to go against, like, the Fire Nation and against his family and stuff like that. And yeah, I'd have to think about it a bit more, but it definitely, like, signifies some kind of, like, really big shift in what's going on for the character. And I mean, I often say to people that, like, when I really feel like I really, really want to drastically change my hair, which has been more of a thing that I've been doing over the last few years, as someone who, like, very recently cut their hair in the bathroom at 2 a.m. and it was really bad, and then the next day I went to a barber and asked them to fix it for me. Sometimes when you're feeling some type of way, like, just making some kind of, like, physical alteration to your body is, like, a powerful thing. So I think that, like, it feels resonant in a way that, like, in storytelling, hair is just, like, it's such an intimate thing. It's so attached to, like, identity, like, gendered identity and racial, like, you know, ethnic identity and racialization and culture and religion, spirituality, and yeah, so it makes a lot of sense. I think. Yeah. Anyway, so that was a bit of a ramble, but it's an interesting point that you raised, Charlotte. And it would be interesting to think about it in games specifically, because I'm trying to think about games besides from this one and The Walking Dead. I have to think on it. I'm kind of tempted by the white hair. It's going to be the white hair or the black hair for me. I mean, if I'm trying to not stand out as much, then I think maybe the black hair is better. It's funny because I think that because my natural hair color is black, it's like something I've normalized, and often like my drastic hair change color is to go like super light. But so I never had that experience that like white people with, or people in general, but you know, obviously it's usually white people with lighter hair colors, naturally lighter hair colors, like they dye their hair black. I'm always like, oh, that's a thing you can do. I forgot that that was a thing that you can do. And it feels like a huge change to them. It's funny because that's always something I struggle to wrap my head around, because I'm like, oh, black hair is like normal. Which, I don't know, I think I'm unsettling white supremacy with that one. Okay, yeah, why don't I like queer the narrative a bit more and go with the black hair? Okay, now she is also taking out her thing. Like, what is that thing? Is the thing? I just said thing a bunch of times. Hi, Layla. Now you also have beautiful black hair, naturally, don't you? Don't you, little lady? What is that thing? Like, what is it? It looks like a power button, but clearly it's not. Removed LED. Oh. Hi, Layla. Is it like a compressor? I don't know. Oh, I dyed my hair black in grade 12, and that felt like a huge big thing for you, Faye, I imagine. I just can't wrap my head around that. I understand it in theory, though, obviously. Yeah, I know it has like the thing where the different colors, Layla, the different colors like show something about like their emotional state or their functioning state, but does it do anything besides from that? Like it's literally just like an LED, like a light. And I guess it also allows you to tell that, obviously it allows you to tell that they're androids rather than humans, but yeah. Okay, I guess it's just like a light. What am I meant to be doing? Check neighborhood. Okay. Oh, police patrolling the area. That's not good. Layla, please stop just circling. If you're gonna sit down, please just sit down. Oh, there you go. Already read that. Your choices about like where you sleep and whether or not you steal something and that kind of stuff.
Alice. Wake up, Alice.
Oh, you seem to remember more police there before.
So it wasn't
okay.
a nightmare.
No. No, it wasn't a nightmare. How do you feel?
I'm cold. What are we gonna do now?
That android we saw yesterday, he gave me an address. He said we could get help there. The train passes just on the other side of the road. The station can't be far. You feel okay to walk a little? Let's go then.
You're pretty like that.
Aw.
You really look like a human now.
Leave parking lot. Okay. Just me and my daughter on the run. Oh yes, it makes a lot of sense that whether or not you're seen in your uniform would make a difference. Glad I made the right
Police are on
choice
our
there.
trail.
Alright. That's all for now. Free to go.
We've got officers sweeping the neighborhood in case anybody saw anything.
Okay, well let me know if they turn anything up.
What are you gonna do with that?
I have no idea.
Again, a very
took the first bus
similar setup to Heavy Rain and the part where you're trying to escape as Madison and Ethan and also playing the cop who is trying to capture them at the same time.
Came along and stayed at the end of the line. Its decision wasn't planned. It was driven by fear.
Androids don't feel fear.
Deviants do. They get overwhelmed by their emotions and make irrational decisions.
Alright, well that still doesn't tell us where it went.
It didn't have a plan, and it had nowhere to go. Maybe it didn't go far.
Maybe.
David Cage is not feeling very creative with, ooh, sneak past cops. Come on, Alice. Come on, honey. Okay, I guess I couldn't walk in the road, but... that was awkward. Okay. Broke my programming, but I still can't walk on the road beyond, like, a pedestrian crossing. Charlotte, did you know about the fact that Quantic Dream are making a Star Wars game? I think that's their next project that they've been working on. Endlessly disappointed by Alice's absolutely buns writing all the time. I know.
Roll 13. What's your status on the 6910?
Yep, so we've got that to look forward to. I don't know when it's gonna be released, so... Androids ruin our country. Ban androids. We want jobs. Okay. Alright, buddy. Made it. As the Star Wars correspondent, I guess I'd better gear up for reviewing
get
that
far.
when it comes out. Yeah,
We'll find it
Charlotte.
sooner or later.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Well, you're getting a taste of what it's probably going to be like, so... It's probably going to have 3 different characters that you play as, and one of them is like a stormtrooper, and one of them is a rebel, and one of them is who knows. And there'll be quick time events and hold the button events and choose your own adventure stuff, and a lot of really clumsy political allegories.
Are you
and
okay?
terrible goofy writing. And maybe occasionally something cool. I imagine it will be a similar structure to this, because he hasn't deviated that far from this structure in his work. I mean, Heavy Rain is pretty much like the same structure as this. Beyond Two Souls doesn't... In Beyond Two Souls you play as one character, but instead of having you jump around playing as 3 different characters, he's like, what if I put all of the scenes in non-chronological order? And that's his way of being like, I'm gonna mix it up. But it's still structured as like scenes that you play through with with the characters making choices and dialogue options and quick time events and blah blah blah. High Republic era, I'm into that. Okay, interesting. Is that information that you found upon Googling? If you get got, you basically have to run across traffic and avoid getting hit by cars. Well, it's a good thing I didn't get got, because who can be bothered to do that? Oh, okay, yeah. So, Kara and Alice in the street. Walk towards train station, sneak past police forces, reached safely. Oh, okay, there's a few other ways this can go then. So, morning in parking lot as opposed to morning in squat. I guess morning in motel would be the other one. Right, if Connor pursues Kara and Alice are at the highway, and you run across the highway and reach the other side is an option. Okay. Well, I'm just a pro gamer who is playing on casual. High Republic era is like 200 years before the films. Like, before the original trilogy or before the prequels? Alice's character is just a husk to be filled by the love of found family. Yeah. It's really a shame that her character is so flat.
Several sources report that CyberLife has provided Detroit police with a prototype detective android. Although police assistant androids have existed for several years now, this would be the first case of an android being authorized to play an active role in criminal investigation.
Oh god, okay, we're gonna have some Jim Crow stuff. I swear to god, if this is gonna be a fucking bus boycott scene, I'm gonna lose my mind. But I was just gonna say, so Connor is a detective android prototype, which means that this is them trialing detective androids, and the way that he described himself is, I am an android programmed to hunt deviants. So I will say that the framing of what it means to be an android police officer, which again I've compared to the like slave patrol thing, is literally like, you know, that it's inherently bad and inherently evil. So that's something. Anyway, let's see how this fucking scene unfolds.
We contacted CyberLife for comment, but no longer.
We are now approaching Ferndale Station. Please take care of stepping onto the platform.
This outfit is so stupid.
Androids must run in the designated area.
There's a place where we can be free. Find Jericho.
Right. A hashtag?
They missed it. Just barely. Change.
Okay. I guess I'm following a secret graffiti trail. I thought some crazy shit was gonna go down on the bus. I thought they were fully gonna go like bus boycott vibes.
Yeah. I know. It's crazy, right?
Human only.
Sure. Talk to you later.
God. Android area.
I heard that Android boy band's gonna put some music on.
Okay, and now I'm passing as human, so. Sorry, I'm just thinking again about how fucking crazy it is to make a game where you thought it was okay
sorry.
to
Excuse me.
use segregation as a metaphor.
Are we really going to get rid of Mandy?
I love the music for this section. Again, wish they'd saved it for a better game. It's so Edith Finch or Donnie Darko. Yeah, I'm gonna pay attention to the music once I click off of this screen, actually. Yeah, I can see the Edith Finch of it, for sure. Okay, he's giving me a little run. Oh, I think that's where I'm going, right? Yeah. Was there... Okay, there we go. Their little, like, secret revolution symbol being like a, like, weird hashtag is so funny. Oh my god, it's over the graffiti of the robot. Who would have thought?
Hey, listen, can you spread some cash?
It's just, can you imagine the writer's room? Again, the writer's room is just David Cage. Can you just, nobody at any point of production was like, oh, I don't know about this, I don't know about how hard we're going on the, like, Android segregation thing, you guys. It feels a little weird to me. But I love it in a video game when you move a trash can so that you can climb something. When you're in the world's biggest circle jerk contest and you're up against the Detroit Become Human writers room. I'm gonna Prince of Persia it, probably. There are so many weird racist things in video games where I'm like, did nobody stop to think this through? But honestly, I think this takes the cake. It's up there, for sure. For sure it's up there. But I think I could probably... Could I... Okay. I mean, Bioshock Infinite's pretty bad. That one's... That comes to mind immediately, but... I'm gonna have to make a tier list of weird racist shit in games, because I feel like there's somehow probably worse stuff. And this is still pretty bad, like we're at, what, 10 clumsy race metaphors? Having a computer for a brain seems pretty nice, huh? Parkour! Every time you say the writer's room is just David Cage, I imagine multiple David Cages sitting around a table. I need someone to draw fan art of just like multiple David Cages sitting around a table, but it's like the war room in Doctor Strangelove, or like the creepy like nerve council room from Neon Genesis Evangelion. But it's all David Cage, like on all the chairs. Rest in peace. I still need to properly play Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines at some point, but I believe you in terms of how racist it is. I'm scared. Reach the boat. Ah! Well, that jump scared me a little bit. Not gonna lie. Okay, Marcus, how are we gonna get around this then? Oh, okay. Okay, so Jericho is a big boat, I guess. This all seems very precarious, but, you know, it's a good thing I'm an android. Oh, stop! What is that? Leap of faith. Okay, thank God we've got rid of that horrible jacket. But can we get a better shirt? That's handy, isn't it? Do you not have some kind of built-in, like, flashlight? Wouldn't that be something that someone would think of for an android? Yeah, like, what's up, danger? It's a literal leap of faith, yeah, yeah. Assassin's Creed vibes. We're in an Assassin's Creed game now. We're about to find the assassins, and it's gonna be a whole thing. Tech addict. CyberLife's fortune teller computer. CyberLife develops world's most powerful quantum calculator. Android soldiers, perfect killing machines. CyberLife has unveiled a new quantum supercomputer capable of exaflops. 1 billion operations per second, the equivalent of several human minds in a single machine. The computer was specifically designed to analyze vast data from various sources and generate predictions. Philip Seymour, CyberLife's director of futurology, that's hilarious, is highly confident. We've been testing for a while and the results are going to wow people. The computer will be used to calculate the probability of mass extinction events such as aggressive alien invasions or global climate disasters like meteors or superviruses. What about, the one we're in? The computer can then help us to anticipate and prepare for such calamities, ensuring humanity is never caught off guard. Despite doomsday predictions from those fearful that AI is gaining too much influence already, many experts are hailing this as a quantum leap in applied artificial intelligence. Android astronauts to explore Io. I thought that said 10. I was so confused. NASA sent android crew into space. Hackers target solar panels for latest ransom scam. Oh. NASA announced the launch of a 5-android crew to explore Io, one of Jupiter's satellites. The journey will last 3 years and is expected to teach us much about the formation of our solar system. Though not the first androids in space, this is the first all-machine crew, proving that androids are sufficiently reliable to be entrusted with the entire mission. Androids are an extraordinary asset for the conquest of space. Oh, conquest? I don't like that, said Michael Shelley, director of NASA. Cosmic radiation destroys human DNA. Humans suffer many effects from long-term space travel, while androids are immune to most of these issues. NASA confirmed no return journey was planned and that the androids would work on Io for several months before being destroyed by the extreme conditions of the planet. I've had literally no one else to talk to about this, but someone in my color theory class disagrees with AI and art, but agrees with military applications, specifically war applications. I'm sorry, so you're just to clarify, they agree with the use of AI in military technology, but not in art? What is... I mean, that's stupid, but what is the logic? And also, yeah, this is a safe space to bitch about that kind of thing. That's crazy. Clarify, because sometimes I feel like I bitch about fixed camera angles a lot. I'm not anti-fixed camera lol. I'm not anti-fixed camera angles in the right context. I think the way that Quantic Dream Games does them is often a little bit janky in a way that I don't necessarily enjoy or think adds anything to the game. Lala, are you a huge fan of fixed camera angles? Yeah, I'm not anti-fixed camera angles. I feel the need to clarify that. Like in certain games, like Resident Evil 1 and stuff like that. Fatal Frame, Fatal Frame 2 scaring the absolute shit out of me, and huge part of that had to do with and it's like, it's janky a little, but like it's a bit janky, but I think that like jank and that like restriction on your field of vision is can be quite effective in horror games like that. Often in Quantic Dream games, I'm like, I don't know what the point is.
Welcome to Jericho.
Oh, it's the same model as that android from the beginning, Daniel. Yeah, I think it works well in a lot of horror games. I guess I do know what the purpose is in David Cage games. It's that he wants to make cinematic games, so that's why he does it. I don't think it's particularly effective though, because I think the most like #cinematic moments are probably the ones that are just like actual cutscenes. I don't know if like the fixed camera angle moments like help him obtain the kind of like cinematic quality that he's going for. Okay, so there's like a couple of little things that I missed, but we made it to Jericho. Chicken! My relationship with Hank is tense.
Plastic with you?
Reconcile with Lieutenant.
Hey, Hank. How you doing? Hey, listen, I got a shit hot tip for you. Number 5 in the 3rd. Lickety split. Billy's one hell of a chaser. You wanna flood it?
Last shit hot tip you gave me sent me back a week's wages, baby.
Come on, this is different. It's 100% guaranteed. You can't go wrong.
Yeah, right.
Detroit Food Hygiene License C. Renewal refused in 2031. When the license expired. Pedro Adebar, illegal gambling, fraud, unemployed. Hank Anderson, police lieutenant with no criminal record. Blah blah blah. I don't. The food hygiene rating on like a food truck thing is interesting because, like, sometimes obviously like food hygiene is really important stuff, and especially as someone with like severe allergies, like I care a lot about food hygiene, but sometimes people's perceptions about food hygiene can be really racialized. That's just something to say. I don't think it's necessarily relevant here, but Gary K's criminal record, resisting arrest, breach of hygiene regulations, business owner. Well, he seems to be doing fine.
All right, I'm in.
Damn straight. Hey, you won't regret this.
What is your problem? Won't you ever do as you're told? Look, you don't have to follow me around like a poodle.
Now that we're partners, I thought it would be a good idea to get to know each other better so we can work as a team.
We are not partners. I am a human. You are a machine. So just spare me that buddy up bullshit program, okay? Here you go.
Hamburger. I will not be looking at the nutrition breakdown because I don't care. XL soda, pineapple passion.
Ah, thanks, Gary. I'm starving.
Don't leave that thing here.
Not a chance. Follows me everywhere.
Pineapple passion sounds like a good flavor.
See?
This Pedro, he was proposing illegal gambling. Am I right?
Yeah.
And you made a bet.
Yeah.
Cops, huh?
I don't want to alarm you, Lieutenant, but I think your friends are engaged in illegal activities.
Well, everybody does what they have to get by. As long as they're not hurting anybody, I don't bother them.
Why are you a cop then?
Can I ask you a personal question, Lieutenant? Why do you hate androids so much?
I have my reasons.
Is there anything you'd like to know about me?
Hell no. Well, yeah. Why do they make you look so goofy and give you that weird voice?
Cyberlife androids are designed to work harmoniously with humans. Both my appearance and voice were specifically designed to facilitate my integration.
Well, they fucked up.
Maybe I should tell you what we know about deviants.
You read my mind.
Maybe an android stole his wife. Lol. What was I gonna say? What he said about his voice and appearance being designed to facilitate his integration is just pretty interesting with regards to what we were saying earlier about, like, he's the android character that you play who's a cop, and he's the prototype of an android cop and stuff like that.
We believe that a mutation occurs in the software of some androids, which can lead to them emulating a human emotion.
In English, please.
They don't really feel emotions. They just get overwhelmed by irrational instructions, which can lead to unpredictable behavior.
Emotions always screw everything up. The androids aren't as different from us as we thought. You ever dealt with deviants before?
Flashback. Lol, that's so cheesy.
A few months back, a deviant was threatening to jump off the roof with a little girl. I managed to save her.
So I guess you've done all your homework, right? Know everything there is to know about me?
I know you graduated top of your class. You made a name for yourself in several cases and became the youngest lieutenant in Detroit. I also know you've received several disciplinary warnings in recent years, and you spend a lot of time in bars.
So what's your conclusion?
I'm gonna armchair psychoanalyze him for fun.
I know you're an experienced officer, and I'd like to earn your trust. I'm sure we can solve this case if we manage to work together. I just got a report of a suspected deviant. It's a few blocks away. We should go have a look. I'll let you finish your meal. I'll be in the car if you need me.
One of the, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but one of the things that I sure do know about Detroit is that people love their Hank and Conor yaoi.
Hey,
Could
Connor.
never be me.
You ran out of batteries or what?
I'm sorry. I was making a report to Cyberlife.
Well, do you plan on staying in the elevator?
No. I'm coming.
What do we know about this guy?
Not much. Just that a neighbor reported that he heard strange noises coming from this floor. Nobody's supposed to be living here, but the neighbor said he saw a man hiding an LED under his cap.
Oh, Christ, if we have to investigate it
Feathers.
every time somebody hears a strange noise, we're gonna need more cops. Hey, were you really making a report back there in the elevator? Just by closing your eyes?
Correct.
Shit. Wish I could do that.
Yeah, me too. Not enough people hate cops. True. Sometimes we need less yaoi. Also true. That's just the elevator I was just in. I do think his little android suit is so goofy. I know the design is meant to be like, it's a futuristic, like, suit jacket, because he's an android. But the shape and the, like, skinny little tie are so silly to me.
Anybody home? Open up, Detroit police!
Stay behind me.
Got it.
What the fuck is this?
It's a lot of birds.
Jesus, this place
Oh, the
stinks.
pidgeys. Hello, little pidgeys. Oh, these little pidgeys.
Well, looks like we came for nothing. Our man's gone.
Urban Farms of Detroit. Pidge. Yeah, appropriate level of excitement for Pidge. Hi, Layla. Poster corner. Recently moved. There's something behind there. Oh my god, it's the secret diary of Laura Palmer. Okay. I love pigeons, you're not alone, Faye.
Found something?
I don't know. It looks like a notebook, but it's indecipherable.
Oh, hello, little pidgey. Suspect cares for wild animals. Cute. Yeah, Charlotte has a very cute pigeon tattoo. It's a very, very good pigeon. Suspect doesn't eat. Suspect is clearly an android. But whatever, because that was not like human writing, I'm assuming. Because it was like overly geometric. Like perfect and geometric. Military jacket.
RT. Probably initials.
He put his initials in his jacket? That's something your mom does when you're in first grade. Ah, Jesus!
Fake ID.
The driver's license is fake.
Cool. At least we didn't come for nothing.
Confirmed suspect is a deviant and find loud noise. Yeah, pretty clear the suspect is a deviant already. That's blue blood. And your LED.
Its LED is in the sink.
Not surprised it was an android. No human could live with all these fucking pigeons.
Speak for yourself, Hank.
Any idea what it means?
RA9. Written 2,471 times. It's the same sign Ortiz's android wrote on the shower wall. Why are they obsessed with this sign?
Looks like mazes or something.
Obsessive compulsive writing. Okay, well, let's not be weird about it. The obsessive compulsive part is sort of a leap. Opened marker pen, still wet, midnight mood, black. Wooden stool recently disturbed, traces of avian fecal matter. Suspect was here recently. Suspect ran to the living room. Alright. So, like, he heard us and then...
Birdseed.
Peachy! Peachy! Look at all the peachies! Little peachies!
I can't believe it. This nut job was actually...
Not enough
These
people love
fuckers.
Skid mark. Finger marks. And metal hook recently broken. Oh, the birdcage like fell off something. Yeah, so it was hanging on the wall. And he knocked it down on his way out. Oh. Suspect heard us enter. Yeah. Doy. The little pigeons were just chilling. Look at them, they're so cute. Suspect is still here. Yeah. I wonder if I get the choice of whether I want to let him go free this time.
Goddamn fucking pigeons! What are you waiting for? Chase it!
Wasn't clear whether the bird was just like
Shit! We had it! Fuck!
It's my fault. I should have been faster.
You'd have caught it if it weren't for me. That's all right. We know what it looks like. We'll find it.
I remember when I first played this scene, I didn't realize I was supposed to keep running,
Hey,
so
Connor.
I just kind of stood there and let time run out.
Nothing.
You can just not. Oh, that's fair enough. Yeah, well, I made that choice less out of liking Frank and more out of wanting to, you know, let the deviant go. Okay. The nest. Lunch break. Talk to Hank, blah blah blah, in the elevator. Find diary. Missed a few things, that's fine. Rupert got away. That's fine, good for you, Rupert. I mean, the choice to be mean to cop or catch deviant. Oh, sorry, I'm not sure what you mean, Faye. I was only half watching and I was like, screw the cop over. That's fair enough, Charlotte. That's fair enough. I think, yeah, that was a tough one in the sense that your choices are to screw over the cop and the deviant at the same time, or to help the cop and thereby help the deviant. It's a hard knock life.